Your skin instructor's tip of the week. Your gut, brain, and skin are best friends. They were literally born together. Fun fact, all three systems develop from the same embryonic layer called the ectoderm. That's why stress, diet, and digestion all show up directly on your skin. When your mind and gut are inflamed, your skin often follows. So prioritize gut balance and stress management just as much as your skincare routine.
Welcome back to the Skin Instructors. I'm Morgan.
And I'm Jolie, and today we're diving into the inside out approach to skin. Not just what you apply topically, but what you eat, how you digest, and even how you feel. This episode ties together the gut, skin, brain axis, how our emotions, nutrition, and skin all talk to each other.
I am so excited for this topic, but before we dive in, I do have a listener review to share, and this is from H248M. Whoever you are, thank you so much for this review. She wrote, "This is such a good listen for anyone who is into self-care and or business. The two hosts have such good chemistry and share the best info on the latest in the wellness industry." Yeah, thank you so much. And I really appreciate the time that you listeners take to write a quick review. It really helps estheticians discover it.
Yeah, absolutely. We appreciate it. All right. So diving in to the inside out approach. First, we have that gut, skin, brain axis. So the gut, skin, and brain are all connected both biologically and biochemically. The brain communicates with the gut through the vagus nerve and stress hormones like cortisol. The gut microbiome influences inflammation, immunity, and even mood through neurotransmitters like serotonin, most of which is made in the gut.
I think this is so fascinating. And while I don't struggle so much with my acne anymore, thank you, Accutane, but I do struggle a lot with the mind gut connection. And I know when my mind's not right, my gut's not right, and vice versa.
Yeah.
And so I think my skin maybe doesn't break out anymore, but it will look like lackluster if I'm stressed.
Do you
for
still
sure.
get oily at all?
It's slowed down a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's slowed down a lot.
I didn't know if like the Accutane would affect that too, and
Yeah,
probably obviously,
it did.
but
Yeah, it did for sure. So specifically with the skin is going to mirror what's happening on the inside. So if you have chronic stress in your life, that's going to lead to a gut dysbiosis, which leads to inflammatory skin conditions. We love those. So you're going to see more acne, rosacea, eczema. And this is why that mental health, that nutrition and skincare, they all have to be addressed together because stress can literally trigger those breakouts. It's crazy. That gut, skin, brain triangle, I think, we hear a lot of like gut skin, but truly the three are very connected. That triangle is going to explain why when you take probiotics and you practice mindfulness, it can improve acne and inflammation as much as new products can.
yeah, kind of going back to what you were saying about that gut mind skin connection and how we do talk a lot about the gut skin connection, but the mind skin connection, I have a friend and every time she's stressed out, I mean, when she was studying for her boards or when she was getting ready to move to another state, her skin would break out so bad. And she never had breakouts, never had consistent acne, but only when she's super stressed. It's crazy. So getting into the nutrition side of things, that gut skin connection, 78% of people with acne show some level of gut imbalance or digestive inflammation.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a ton. So a healthy gut microbiome protects against harmful bacteria and regulates immune response. An unhealthy one leads to inflammation and slower healing. Beneficial strains like lactobacillus and bifidobacterium can lower C. acnes bacteria and improve skin barrier function.
Yeah, so some tips here. You can really focus on increasing your fiber intake. So aiming for 30 grams per day and also incorporating in those prebiotics. Some specific foods that are high in that would be like garlic, onions, leeks, asparagus, and that's going to feed that good bacteria in your gut. One telltale sign that we've got some gut issues is constipation, and it's going to really indicate that you have a poor detox pathway, and that can really cause some acne flares because the skin is going to become, unfortunately, a backup elimination route.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, no thanks.
No. I remember reading, especially if you have someone who breaks out a lot on their back, that's a telltale sign of like
Mhm.
constipation and some gut issues
Yep,
too.
absolutely.
The brain skin connection, or more of that stress side now.
Mhm.
Stress hormones, cortisol, and adrenaline increase that oil production and inflammation. Psychological stress alters gut microbiomes.
Mhm.
They produce neurotransmitters that leak through the intestinal barrier, causing systemic inflammation.
Mhm. That's like your leaky gut syndrome.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. Clients who are anxious, sleep deprived, or under chronic stress often see more congestion and slower healing.
Oh my god, this is me, like, to the T.
No, I feel like I'm reading this and I'm like, "Oh, maybe this is why I can't get my skin to stop
I have
breaking
s
out."
yeah, I have so much inflammation, like, my gut is tore up. It is tore up. I know I'm jumping ahead, but I did see a dietitian and I
Mhm,
did, like, a GI map, and
mhm.
I mean, she basically was just like, "You should just nail it in, like, you're done." I'm kidding, but I am, like, I am messed up.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's bad. Alright, so as estheticians, what can we do?
Yeah, we can support by encouraging rituals that calm the nervous system, like deep breathing, regular sleep, hydration, and then just consistency with their self-care.
Absolutely. And, while you may not be a nutritionist or a dietitian, you can still share some education on nutritional foundations for clear skin. And some of the ones that we really feel like are impactful is watching your blood sugar. So, when you have too much glucose, it's going to spike insulin in the body, which increases sebum and keratinization. You can also look for balancing your micronutrients like zinc, vitamin A, vitamin D3, and your omega 3s, which are going to support healing and barrier repair. We provide a lot of information on like an inflammatory diet when clients come in for our acne academy. So avoiding inflammatory foods like dairy, those refined carbs, processed oils that are high in omega 6 and iodized salts. And then hydration is just so important in general for skin health, but specifically for clear skin, balancing out your electrolytes is going to help maintain fluid balance for both gut and skin. That's where I'm lacking. I'm like depleted,
Yeah.
completely depleted. I have no electrolytes.
Oh, no.
I
Do
know.
you, do electrolytes in your water?
I mean,
Here and there.
you've seen how much water I drink.
I know.
It's like I get hyper fixated on whatever I'm working on, and then I'm like,
Mhm.
"Oh my gosh, I'm parched,"
Yeah.
and now I'm
You would think, like,
downing a
being at your desk all day or most of the day, like, it
yeah.
would make you wanna drink more water, but I feel like I always drank more water when I was working on my feet, like, at a bakery and stuff like that. Like, I'd be like, "Ooh, let me run over and grab a sip of my water real quick while I'm
I
in my
don't think
seat."
I share that with you. Yeah, I don't know.
Gosh,
I
I
just have
I'm
always been bad at drinking water.
oh, I used to be a lot better at it, but I'm terrible at it now.
Yeah. I do know that if I could get my electrolytes balanced, my headaches would be a lot
Mhm.
better for
Yeah,
sure.
definitely.
And then the last tip we have for nutritional foundations is just, again, leaning in on those pro and prebiotic combos.
Mhm.
It's going to really help calm the gut. You're going to see clearer skin, and it's going to help with your mood too.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what can we help do for our clients? We can educate clients on why this is happening.
Hmm.
We don't want to scare them, but just empower them. And that's something that we really do with our Acne Academy. We have a whole section talking about that.
Hmm.
Ask, how's your digestion been lately? How's your stress or sleep? These are all questions that are kind of help find that root problem.
Hmm.
Recognize when it's time to refer to a nutritionist or a functional medicine provider.
I think this is really important here because
Mhm.
guys, we're estheticians. Like
Yeah.
we can't be expected to know all things nutrition. Like I know the basics and I know enough to maybe point out like, hey, look into this, see if this helps you. But if we're noticing big things and nothing's helping them, like they need to go see a functional medicine provider for sure.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Share that healing the skin is a whole body process, inside out and outside in.
Absolutely. All right. So your homework assignment for this week is to keep yours for yourself a 7-day gut, skin, mind journal.
I love it.
I do too. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
So we want you to track your meals, track your hydration, your mood, sleep, and skin condition. And then look for patterns. So, does your skin worsen when you're stressed, feeling bloated, or eating certain foods? Awareness is really going to be that first step toward correction. I'm excited for you guys to share. If you guys feel comfortable, send it to us on Instagram. I'm not going to provide you medical advice, but
Right.
I think it's nice to, feel connected and we can all do this together.
Yeah, and I think it's fun to see like what you're noticing, or I personally like to keep a food journal just because it keeps me on track because I do forget a lot. I'm like, oh wait, I did eat a candy bar at lunch.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, and this will actually be perfect timing because next week is Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. I'm really bad at Thanksgiving time.
Oh, it's I have 2 different Thanksgivings that I go to and I pay out at both of them. So yeah, it's bad.
That's what it's for.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. Remember, this is not about perfection. This is about connection.
Mm-hmm.
If you have any recipes that you would like to share with us, like smoothies or stress busting habits, please do DM us at SD Training on Instagram. We love to hear from you.
Absolutely.
And if you really enjoyed today's episode, please leave us a review. We always appreciate it.
And
Don't hesitate to educate.